When I first started getting in shape, I thought the goal was simple: lose weight. I believed that if I could just see a smaller number on the scale, get stronger, get some muscle, I'd finally be happy. Looking back, the weight loss wasn't the greatest reward. The greatest reward was the person I had to become in order to lose it. And I don't think people talk about that enough. One day you'll stop losing weight, but you never have to stop becoming better. Anyone can lose weight for a couple of weeks. The difficulty isn't losing it, but it's becoming the person who can maintain that loss. Going to the gym is great. Building muscle and getting lean feels good, but eventually the scale stops moving. Unless you're a professional athlete, a lot of people will not care about how much you can bench press. But everyone benefits from being disciplined, everyone benefits from being reliable, and everyone benefits from learning to do hard things. The routines, the confidence, the ability to do something difficult even when you don't want to, that's the real transformation. One of the biggest changes fitness gave me had nothing to do with my body. It taught me to trust myself. Every time I said I was going to go work out and actually did it, every time I chose to get enough sleep, meal prep, drink enough water, wake up early when I didn't feel like it, I was proving to myself that my word actually meant something. That matters because every promise you keep strengthens the trust in yourself. Trusting in yourself creates discipline. Discipline turns into habits, and habits are what slowly change you into the person you want to become. People think that confidence is something that you find underneath of a rock. It isn't. Confidence is earned. It comes from evidence. Evidence that you've done difficult things. Evidence that you've done things even when motivation disappeared. Anybody can feel motivated on a good day. Confidence is built on days where you didn't feel motivated at all, it still showed up anyway. That's also why change feels so uncomfortable. Sometimes when you're changing, you feel like you're being fake, almost like you're pretending to be something else. It's actually a good thing because the person you've always been wouldn't actually do those things. If you mistake that discomfort as proof that this actually isn't who I am, you'll quit before the habit has time to become part of your identity. Keep going long enough and the habit stops feeling like something that's being forced and actually feels like it's part of your identity. Getting healthy gave me opportunities that I never would have had before. For me, that was boxing. Before, I probably wouldn't have had the confidence or the conditioning to even try it. Fitness didn't just change my body, it expanded my life. The healthier you become, the more things you can say yes to. Maybe your version isn't even boxing. Maybe it's hiking, swimming, joining a sports league, playing with your kids, trying something out you never thought you could otherwise. Fitness gives you more options. It removes limits you never thought you had before. One of the strangest things that happen is your definition of normal changes. Junk food all the time stops sounding appealing. Spending an entire weekend doing nothing but sitting on the couch isn't relaxing anymore. Spending multiple consecutive days without moving makes you feel off. Not because you're forcing yourself, but because you've changed. The baseline has changed. The person who's never exercised feels like workouts are exhausting. The person who works out 5 days a week feels restless after not moving for a while. Same activity, different identity. As your habits improve, your awareness changes too. You notice poor sleep, dehydration, overeating, inactivity. Not because out of nowhere those things became harmful, they've always affected you, you just notice now. At first, the rewards are external: weight loss, muscle definition, compliments. But over time, the rewards become internal: having better sleep, feeling more energetic, having a clear mind, moving without pain, and being consistent. Eventually, health itself becomes rewarding. The goal isn't to be someone who makes healthy choices forever. The goal is to become someone for whom those choices feel normal. The workouts themselves don't solve every problem in life, but the skills you learn absolutely transfer. Fitness taught me patience. Results take time. Efforts compound. That lesson applies to careers, relationships, finances, everything worth building. It taught me delayed gratification, choosing tomorrow over today, going to sleep instead of scrolling, cooking instead of ordering takeout, training instead of skipping. Those same decisions appear when you save money, build a business, study, or learn a new skill. Fitness also teaches planning. Most successful workouts are won before they began. You prepare your meals, you schedule your workouts, you bring water, you plan around obstacles. You realize success is rarely accidental. Planning makes discipline easier. And maybe the biggest lesson: consistency. One incredible workout changes almost nothing. 100 average workouts changes everything. That lesson appears everywhere: writing, learning, parenting, business, career. Small actions repeated consistently beat bursts of motivation. Finally, resilience. Fitness guarantees setbacks. You'll miss workouts, hit plateaus, get sick, go on vacation, maybe even get injured. But you learn something important. One bad day doesn't erase months of progress. Progress isn't about never falling behind, it's about returning. That lesson changed far more than my body. If I could go back in time and talk to the version of myself who was just starting, I would not talk about the numbers on the scale or the number of calories. I tell them this: don't focus on losing weight, focus on the person that you're becoming. Because one day you'll reach your goal, the excitement of watching the scale will fade, but if you become more disciplined, more resilient, more capable, those things don't disappear when the weight loss ends. They become part of who you are. Looking back, the greatest transformation wasn't my body, it was my mindset, my habits, and my belief of what I was capable of. The weight loss changed how I looked, but the person I became changed how I lived. And that turned out to be worth way more. Losing weight changed the way I looked, becoming disciplined changed the way I lived, and if I had to choose one of those forever, I choose the second every single time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.